What if your past wasn't a fixed story, but a fluid, quantum field of possibilities? What if the very memories that haunt you, that hold you back, are not set in stone? What if the science that explains the fabric of our universe also holds the key to your personal freedom? I'm not talking about positive thinking. I'm talking about quantum revision. This is the discovery that merges ancient spiritual wisdom with cutting-edge quantum physics to do what was once thought impossible. To not just heal the past, but to literally rewrite it, changing your present and your future in the process. Visuals shift to more relatable, cinematic scenes, a person looking anxious before a meeting, someone feeling a pang of insecurity in a relationship, a person staring at their bank statement with worry. For most of us, our past is a chain. A heavy, solid, unchangeable chain. We carry it with us everywhere. Every failure, every heartbreak, every moment we were told we weren't good enough, it all gets forged into a link of that chain. Think about it. That time in 3rd grade when a teacher laughed at your dream, and you secretly decided you weren't creative. That first brutal heartbreak that made you build walls around your heart. That business failure that convinced you that you just don't have what it takes. These aren't just memories. They are active, living programs running in the supercomputer of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious's primary job is to keep you safe, and it does that by ensuring your present reality matches the data it has from your past. So, if your data says, you are not worthy of love, your subconscious will filter your reality to create situations where you feel unworthy. It will make you suspicious of compliments, attract partners who confirm this belief, and cause you to self-sabotage when real love comes along. This is the classical physics model of life. Cause and effect. A leads to B. A painful past inevitably leads to a limited present. It's a deterministic, predictable, and often painful prison. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah is a brilliant, talented graphic designer. But she was stuck. Stuck in a cycle of undercharging for her work, attracting demanding clients, and feeling like a constant imposter. We dug into her past, and we found the original wound. When she was 12, she worked for weeks on a science fair project. It was intricate, beautiful. But her father, stressed from work, glanced at it and said, "That's it? I thought you were building something important." He didn't mean to be cruel, but in that moment, a core belief was downloaded into Sarah's subconscious: my work is not valuable. For 20 years, that single sentence dictated her career. Her subconscious mind, to be consistent with that past memory, ensured she never felt truly valuable. She was living in the shadow of a 12-year-old's interpretation of an event. This is the problem we all face. We are time travelers, stuck in the past, projecting old data onto a fresh present. We think we're living in now, but we're actually living in then. We're reacting not to what is, but to what was. And here's the kicker: your brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined memory and an actual one. The same neural pathways light up. So, every time you replay that painful memory, you are not just remembering it, you are reliving it. You are physically reinforcing those neural connections, making the chain heavier, solidifying the prison. This is why, just get over it, is the worst advice in the world. You can't get over a program that's actively running your life. You have to rewrite the code. You have to go back into the quantum field of your past and change the data. But how? Is that even possible? Or is it just spiritual science fiction? Transition with a pause and a look of revelation. It's not only possible, it's the most natural process in the world, once you understand the true nature of reality. Visuals become more awe-inspiring: the double-slit experiment animation, floating atoms, the vast cosmos, a close-up of a human eye reflecting galaxies. To find the key, we have to leave the solid, predictable world of classical physics and step into the strange, wondrous, and infinitely powerful world of quantum physics. In the quantum realm, nothing is solid. Everything is energy and potential. The fundamental building blocks of the universe are not tiny billiard balls, they are probabilities. A particle exists not as a single point, but as a wave of infinite possibilities, a probability wave. It exists everywhere at once, in a state of pure potential, until it is observed. This is the famous double-slit experiment. When scientists fire particles at a screen with two slits, if no one is looking, they behave like waves, going through both slits at once. But the moment an observer measures them, they collapse into a single, definite particle. The act of observation collapses the wave function and creates reality. Let me say that again, the observer creates reality. Now, let's scale this up. If the tiniest pieces of your body and the world are quantum probability waves, then what does that make your life? A colossal, interconnected, vibrating field of infinite possibilities. Your past, your present, your future, they are not fixed lines. They are a shimmering cloud of what could be. Your consciousness, your focused attention and belief, is the observer that collapses that wave into your specific reality. This is where quantum physics and ancient spirituality shake hands. For thousands of years, mystics and sages have said the same thing: the world is an illusion. As you think, so you become. You create your own reality. They weren't speaking metaphorically. They were describing the quantum nature of existence. Your past, therefore, is not a fixed DVD recording. It is a memory. And a memory is a neural pathway, a pattern of energy and information in your brain. And just like any quantum system, it is subject to change upon observation. The spiritual teacher Neville Goddard called this process revision. He taught that to change your present, you must revise your past. You must go back into your memory, not as a passive victim, but as the active, conscious observer, and change the outcome of the event. You collapse the wave of the painful past into a new, empowering reality. You are not denying the event happened. You are changing the meaning and the emotional charge of the event. You are, in quantum terms, changing the data point that your subconscious uses to compute your present. Think of your subconscious as a search engine. For years, when Sarah's mind searched for my value, it returned the result from that science fair memory, not valuable. Revision is like having admin access to that search engine. You go in and you change the result for that query. You upload a new file, a new memory, with the result, highly valuable. When you do this, your subconscious, which is literal and has no sense of linear time, accepts the new data as fact. It then begins to filter your reality to match this new, empowering belief. It's a quantum update to your internal operating system. The past is fluid. The future is malleable. And you, as the conscious observer, hold the pen. Visuals become calmer, more instructional. Soft, guided meditation-style footage. The host is seen in a comfortable setting, speaking gently and clearly. So, how do we practically apply this? How do we become the quantum observer of our own past? I'm going to guide you through the exact, quantum revision, process. It's a simple but profound meditation. You can do this yourself every night. Practical exercise, the quantum revision technique. Step 1, identify the root memory. Before sleep, your brain is in a theta state, highly receptive to new programming. Think about a current problem in your life: lack of money, relationship struggles, low self-esteem. Now, let your mind drift back to the first time you ever felt this feeling. Or the most potent, charged memory associated with it. For Sarah, it was the science fair. For you, it might be a specific rejection, a failure, a critical comment. Don't force it, just let it arise. Step 2, enter a meditative state. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your body relax. Imagine yourself stepping out of the linear timeline of your life. See your past not as a line behind you, but as a library of files, or a galaxy of stars, all accessible now. Step 3, re-enter the scene, the observer. Now, float back into that memory. But here is the crucial, quantum shift, do not re-enter as the child you were. You are not that scared, small person anymore. You are the quantum observer. You are your present-day, conscious, powerful self. You are a ghost of love and wisdom, visiting this moment. See your younger self there. Feel compassion for them. Step 4, rewrite the script. This is the moment of creation. In your mind's eye, rewrite the event. Change the outcome. For Sarah, she imagined walking into that room as her adult self. She saw her 12-year-old self, so proud of that project. She then imagined her father coming in, but instead of his dismissive comment, she imagined him stopping, his eyes widening. She heard him say, "Sarah, this is incredible. The detail, the creativity. I am so deeply proud of you." She imagined him kneeling down and giving her a hug. She felt the warmth of that embrace. She saw her younger self beam with joy and validation. You don't just think the new lines. You must feel them. Engage all your senses. What do you see? The proud look in their eyes. What do you hear? The loving words. What do you feel? The warmth, the safety, the joy. Emotion is the energy that charges the new neural pathway. Step 5, let it go and feel the relief. Once the new scene feels real and emotionally charged, bathe in the feeling of relief. The feeling that it is done. The chain is broken. The data has been updated. The old wave has collapsed into this new, beautiful reality. Feel the peace that comes with it. Then, slowly, bring your awareness back to your room, and drift off to sleep. This isn't magic. It's quantum neuroplasticity. You are literally forging new, positive neural pathways while weakening the old, negative ones. You are giving your subconscious new, better data to work with. Visuals return to the stories, but this time showing positive transformations. Sarah confidently presenting to a client, receiving a payment notification on her phone, looking happy and free. What happens when you consistently apply this? The shift is not just internal, it manifests in your external world in ways that can feel nothing short of miraculous. Let's go back to Sarah. She committed to the quantum revision practice for just 2 weeks, every night before sleep. At first, it felt silly. But by the 5th night, she told me she actually felt the hug from her father. She cried tears of release. Then, her reality began to shift. A week later, a current client, out of the blue, emailed her, "Sarah, we've been so impressed, we're increasing your retainer by 30%. You're worth every penny." Those exact words, "You're worth every penny." The universe was speaking her new language. The following week, she was approached by a dream company she'd always wanted to work for. In the interview, she felt a deep, unshakable sense of her own value. She didn't beg for the job, she confidently discussed her worth. She got the contract, at a rate she would never have dared to ask for before. Her external world had to reconfigure itself to match her new internal data. Her subconscious, now programmed with, "I am valuable," began to attract evidence of that value. It was no longer filtering for proof that she wasn't good enough. This is the quantum domino effect. You change one data point in the past, and it sends a ripple through the entire timeline of your life, altering your present and your future. Another student of mine, Mark, revised a memory of being bullied for being weird and quiet. He reimagined the scene where the kids instead came to him, intrigued by the book he was reading, and asked him to tell them a story. Within a month, he found himself effortlessly starting conversations, and people were drawn to his calm, unique energy. He didn't become an extrovert, he became a confident, valued introvert. Your world is a mirror. When you change the source code, the memory, the reflection must change. The people, opportunities, and circumstances in your life are not random, they are quantum expressions of your internal, energetic state. Revision changes your state. You stop being a victim of your history and become the author of your destiny. The heaviness lifts. The anxiety that was rooted in old stories begins to dissolve. You walk through the world lighter, freer, because you are no longer carrying the weight of a past that, in a very real quantum sense, no longer exists in the same way. Host speaks directly to camera with intense passion and conviction. The music becomes empowering and uplifting. For decades, we've been told to manage our trauma, to cope with our anxiety, to set goals and push through our limiting beliefs. This is a paradigm shift. This is not about managing the prison. This is about realizing the prison door was never locked. It was an illusion made of old thoughts and unobserved memories. You are not a machine running on faulty past programming. You are a quantum being, a co-creator with the universe itself. Your consciousness is the most powerful force in your life. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become the conscious architect of your reality. It starts with your past, but it doesn't end there. I want you to make a list. Right now. A revision list. The core wound, the one big memory that you feel defined you in a negative way. The recurring pattern, the memories that feed your current biggest struggle, money, love, health, self-expression. The recent sting, that thing that happened last week, or even yesterday, that bothered you. Revise it tonight. Don't let it become a new, heavy link in the chain. Our mission is to do the quantum revision practice for the next 30 days. Just before you sleep. Every single night. Pick one memory from your list and rewrite it. Fill it with love, with success, with validation, with joy. You have a responsibility, not to me, not to anyone else, but to the magnificent quantum being that you are, to clean up your past. To free yourself. To stop allowing ghosts from yesterday to haunt your today and sabotage your tomorrow. Imagine a world where we all did this. Where we healed our personal and collective traumas not through decades of therapy, though that has its place, but through the instantaneous, quantum power of our own conscious observation. We could rewrite the story of humanity, one healed memory at a time. It starts with you. Music builds to a climax. This isn't just another self-help video. This is a key. A key to your freedom. If this message resonated with you, if you felt that spark of recognition, then you are ready. Here is what I want you to do right now. Commit, type, "I am the observer," in the comments below. By stating this, you are declaring your power to the algorithm of the universe. You are collapsing the wave of your new identity. Engage, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are building a community of quantum creators here, and your energy adds to our collective field. ACT, tonight, before you close your eyes, do the practice. Pick one memory. Just one. And revise it. Feel the relief. Then, come back to this video tomorrow and tell us about your shift in the comments. Let's create a wave of healing together. The science is clear. The wisdom is ancient. The power is yours. The past is waiting for you to rewrite it. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. I'll see you in the new timeline.